So in this intro, I'm definitely going to try and avoid the fact that I've just sold my captain. We are winless so far in the league, and we are only yet to make one signing. Instead, I'm going to bring up that we've got the Papa John's Trophy to play, we've got a team much higher up in the league than us to play, and, of course, we haven't got too long left until the window's over. All very fun. As yes people, welcome back to episode number 3 of season number 1 here on our first save in FIFA 23, which of course is the Grimsby Town to Glory save, the team that I support of course. And if you're new around here, the first save of FIFA 23, I hope you guys have enjoyed the first 2, and of course consider subscribing to the channel. Of course every single subscription helps with trying to hit 8,000 as soon as possible. We're almost at 7.5, which is a phenomenal achievement, seeing as we wanted to hit 7 by now last time. And if you haven't seen the previous videos, make sure you go ahead and watch those ones. Leave them a like. I don't look like a ghost as much as I do right now in the camera in those ones, so hopefully you guys enjoy those. As we're going to go straight over to the calendar and show you the fixtures for today. And we don't just have games to play, but we have a lot more to be getting cracked on with, as they're away at Swindon to start off with. Just got beat at the weekend by those, so we're going to hope to redeem ourselves in-game with that one before we move on to Doncaster Rovers. That is the Papa John's Trophy, so although it is the derby again, we will be simulating that one. And of course, I forgot to mention, spoilers on screen, as then we have deadline day after that one, 10 hours, where I think we do need to make some business happen. As then we have Hartlepool, Crawley Town, who are owned by the NFT creators in America. Scouting the Sidemen might be against Miniminter in that one. As then we have Bradford City, again, this time in the league to end us out with, all depending on how much we actually get done on deadline day. As the scouts rapidly searching the country, I've sent a lot out as we're on to this first match right here, and we've got a message. Player on international duty, Nico Kirwan, has been selected for New Zealand. We have an international player in his ranks. As there is a message from Richardson saying he wants to play. I will think about it because of course he did score in the cup, but then the cup is different to the league. Ryan Taylor hasn't really started off well, to be fair himself, but at 34 years old, he seems like our standing captain for now. But then again, I can sense another change that I could possibly make, which maybe you guys who focus on ratings a lot don't really approve upon. I'm not one who focuses completely on ratings in saves. I focus on who's playing well, and of course match sharpness, which Maya is lacking, and fitness. So I'm thinking take him out, maybe Taylor dropped onto the bench, Richardson up front, and Sean Pearson takes the armband because he is a solid team player and ex-captain of the Mariners before he joined this second stint, because he did play for us, went to Wrexham, and now he came back after his relegation. As this is the team for Swindon Town, we have Crockham in goal. I think I'm just going to do this. Might not be happy with it, but I'm going to put Efforty in, just because K1's had international duty and I want to give him a rest. With Pearson, Smith and Glennon at the back, we've got Otis Khan, Harry Clifton coming in for Gavin Houlihan alongside Bryn Morris and Jordan Maguire-Drew on the right hand side, with John McAtee now supporting Richardson. The pair actually haven't played together in real life. Could be a partnership that we create on FIFA, then goes on to happen in person. But I'm not going to gamble on that. We're away from home. We desperately need a win. And for once, a game where it's not throwing it down, with Sol Bryn in goal, Romeo Hutton, Kieran Brennan, Matteo Baudry, Reece Devine, Lewis Reed, is he midfield or a 5 at the back? No, he's in CDM with Williams, Johnny Williams that is, and Gladwin, 2 very good players. Dabre, Luke Jeff got up front, and Shade. And I don't know why there's a focus thing popping up in the top corner, but it's come up as maybe that's a defensive help for us, as they've got round us straight away. 5 minutes it's took Swindon to score the opener. Alright boys, now I know we're newly promoted, but this is horrific. It's literally seconds into the game and Luke Jeffcott, who scored a goal in real life against us at Blundell Park, Puts it in Crockham's near post. Crockham, of course, who might be leaving us for Forest Green. We're getting abandoned after a rocky start. Pick ourselves up. It's too early to give in. So I need to pick ourselves up as that training thing's disappeared. That was a weird one, as now we're going to move forward a little bit. JMD has Efforty running round him. Looks like the boys are not going to give in straight away. That's a decent ball, that, and a decent save from Otis Khan's header. Almost trying to pull one back. 13 minutes in, we'll cross this one in. John Maguire-Drew near post. Just flying over everyone as it does fall into Harry Clifton. Gives it now into Richardson. A touch on. And it's a goal kick somehow. As here's Smudge in the back. Andy Smith. And what was that pass? They've now got a little bit of a breakthrough. They're running through. Smith with a slide. And he's redeemed himself for that really, really bad pass. Good tackle as we'll try and get ourselves away. Tugging on the back of his shirt. But we still continue to run. It's a good little break from Otis Khan, the number 11. Tries to cut inside. Gives it now into Harry Clifton. Back out wide. We've got runners in the middle. That pass has gone through everyone. Got to try and redeem ourselves as Barrow back on level terms with Rochdale. The only team below us, I think. So that's not a great thing for us, to be fair, but we don't want to be near the bottom. We need to try and respond. Across into the box is a good one! And Lewis Richardson scores his first league goal for the Mariners. A brilliant header at the near post. He follows up from his league form, or League Cup form, should I say, with a great one. Now that is a sensational header, just out wide from Bryn Morris into Jordan Maguire-Drew, and he dinks it near post, and it's a good flying one, a near post goal. A really good one as well at that, as we need to get a tackle in. Anthony Glennon, he's getting his shirt pulled all over the place, but we still do get it. Harry Clifton, not really a return ball into the middle anywhere there, so we'll just have to slowly dribble it. Back heel is round to Anthony Glennon. We've got to run in front of us. It's John McAtee this time! What was that zoom in and what was that miss? That was very poor from John McAtee, who should be doing better than that. That man I absolutely love playing, as we've definitely been on top at the end of this first half, which is a good thing. We've got ourselves level, and now we go into the break. One apiece. Keep fighting. No changes at the break, as we're still chasing this game, of course. Get the press on, please, Otis Khan. He's had a decent game. Both wingers have, in fact. Just need to get McAtee a bit more involved. He should, of course, have a goal as Gleno fighting for that ball and gets it under pressure as they run in front of McAtee. And no, this is McAtee running onto this. It's a dodgy touch defender, but still not got it. Going to try and get Gavin Houlihan and Brennan Kiernan onto the field as they've got a run at Efforty. He's let them get past him rather easily. It's a chip in the middle. It's a brilliant save from Max Crockham. Still not cleared by Gleno, but it falls to Otis Khan, who's going to go into the right-hand side. JMD being brought off, as that was a good interception from him. Being impressed by Khan this game, as we've got a bit of a run in front of us. Pass it back in the middle, not worked. Katee just not getting in there, as they've got a run on here. Behind the defence, it's Luke Jeffcott again! We've been all over him. We honestly have, and we have lost the leveller again. It's Luke Jeffcott again. Come on, boys. Road to glories aren't always easy roads. I always say marathon, not a sprint. But it looks like we may be starting this off from the bottom of League 2. If, of course, we get beat here, which it looks like we may do. So we'll try and make another change. We'll try and get Kieran Green on to be the box-to-box midfielder. Maybe a bit too attacking, even though we do need to go attacking. As we'll get Ryan Taylor on as well. Freshen things up front as Jeffcott with a cross in. Andy Smith hammers that away, and that's a brilliant ball, in fact. On to Richardson, the youngster who will be coming off in a second. Finds Kiernan out wide, who's got a bit of a run on. He's got Harry Clifton inside of him. Can he find Clifton before he comes off? No, because Clifton can't pass. However, we've still got the ball. It's Gavin Houlihan back now, and Clifton out to Kiernan, who's actually played very well since he's come on. Crossed in towards Khan, but again, just can't get there. As now they'll try and run on a little bit, and they've got that pass through. Just need to watch it behind us. Andy Smith coming across. Just need to watch him, but that's fizzed into the middle. Luke Jeffcott again, and Pearson's missed him. It's a cross in the box, and it had to be cleared, and time is running out. Them changes have gone through. We've got fresh faces up front as Otis Khan has got himself injured. I don't really know who I can sub off at the moment. He's going to have to stay on. He's in the mix a little bit at the moment. Saved. I'm going to throw Niall Meyer on into the defence, push Efforty forward and gamble. We've just got to gamble this late on in the game because we'll be losing 2-1 like the real-life scoreline. As maybe it's not, maybe it's more. Crockham with a good save, but still didn't smother it. It will be another chance for them as Jeffcott has run as riot. He really has. It's a short ball into him. Now towards the edge of the box where he can line a shot up, and Crockham with another save. As is the corner going to let happen? No. It's not even going to, as I don't even know what I said. I am just deflated after that one. We did not deserve to lose. Away from home on the road. Swindon 2, Grimsby Town 1. And straight after the game, an offer for Michy Afete. We have got a new right back in. We've got Jordan Cropper on the bench. Maybe this is the time that Michy Afete got let go. But then again, FC Winterthur. I think I might reject that one, you know. He is young-ish. 60 rated. I think if it's a more realistic transfer for him, I would let him go, as we've got to view another offer right here. Max Crockham. Have they come back to us for a screen? They're trying to negotiate still. You can see the lineup for this Papa John's Trophy game. You can see kind of how serious we are taking this. It's not a trophy that I'm really bothered about. It's mostly players who haven't played or need fitness. The likes of Kiernan, Green, Peppel maybe could try and impress a little bit. Efforty on the wing. Because, of course, I want to save JMD and Otis Khan. They're playing regularly. Trying to get Myers' fitness up. Danny Amos. Ollie Battersby, the young goalkeeper, now in goal. As we're going to see how this can go. Simulation. Papa John's Trophy. Can we do something good against Donny? It's a 3-0 defeat. That's great. Hurst, Coyle and Knoyle. Absolutely brilliant. As we're on to deadline day right here. Gathering rumours and everything, as you can see. Offers going through. Sam Surridge out on loan. Aaron Daki gone to Oxford, as Crockham has broke down negotiations with Forest Green. That's not me rejecting anything. His wage was too high in demand, so at least we're keeping his goalkeeper. As I think I am going to make a signing right here. We do lack a little bit on centre-backs with Waterfall going out and leadership traits. So Matty Dolan is playing at Newport County in Wales. He's English. He's not too old. He's a left-footed defender, so can go into the left. We don't have a left-footed defender. Smithy's there, but he's got 4-star weak foot, but he is right-footed initially. The leadership trait is what I'm looking at, as well as the versatility. So I am going to try and sign this guy. We should have a little bit of money in the bank. So it's the first bit we've spent. 2 defenders that we're bringing in here in this window. And of course, still time to go in the window. I am not going to rush anything, however, as we're going to offer 140k. Agreed upon. I think that's a very, very acceptable one, as we're going to see what squad role he takes. I want rotation. He's asking for important. I definitely want to get that wage down with his rating. I don't want to give him too much. As a 2-year contract, that is fine. Agreed upon. Good. No release clause as the wage. I want him to just fit into the mould. I'm going to try and give him that with a £5,000 fee as a signing on bonus. I think that's acceptable. He wants a little bit more of a signing on bonus. I want to take the appearance one off. Can we get him on with that? We can. So he's not highest paid. A leader into the dressing room in Matty Dolan. Is he going to be on the team sheet every game? Definitely not, but he's a good one to have in the building, as you can see, welcoming him to the club. So I think that's a good step towards making the squad what I want it to look like, but still, time to go. See if anything else does happen, because I'm thinking maybe a loan deal. I don't know who for us. Efforty again. Loads of clubs after Mitch, but I'm rejecting them all, as there's not really anyone on my scouting range that does stand out. But again, we don't have the best scouts because we are just a newly promoted League 2 side. So you can understand how we haven't got a big magnitude of players into the club, as Julian Timber, should I say, making the move to Liverpool. Reina going to Lyon. Rodrigo, Man United with Anthony. As I think that is going to mark the end of our window. Yes, only the 2 signings, but defensive ones. Yes, we're not doing too great in the league. We are, in fact, rock bottom with Harrogate Town. But time will take us on a journey. We've just got to pan a squad together. As Hartlepool, who we play next, are a team very much up there. They are 3rd in the league, so bottom against 3rd. At least we've got no, real... I don't know what the word is. Pressure, I guess, on us to actually perform. As you might have seen, I've just looked at the academy, as I'm really hoping we can get some good players through in the youth squad to get into this team. As the team, speaking of, is this one. We've got Efforty at right back, because Kieran is on international duty fully now. We've got Matty Dolan coming straight in on the left-hand side with the captain's armband. Smith, in fact, drops out, so I'm going to try him and Meyer, because their defence didn't work. So let's change it up as the front couple are all the same. In fact, the midfield and attack are the same because they didn't do too bad. It was just the defence that really let us down. We've got a message from a player. Andy Smith asking to play. I'll make the decisions, mate. Sorry to make you unhappy, but I don't think you're going to come into the team yet, Smudge. As we're going to play this one. Hartlepool doing well, but we're at Blundell Park. And anything can happen. And Hartlepool's team, Ben Killip, an ex-Grimsby player, Jamie Sterry, an ex-Grimsby player and Rolly Mayonnaise, who was there when we got relegated, Murray and Ferguson, Cook, Cillier, Shelton, Hasty, McDonald, and O'Meara up front. Not to throw shade on them, but in fact they are down there in real life, Hartlepool, with a bit of a struggle on their hands. New manager in Keith Curl might improve them a bit, as we've tried to get a tackle in right there. Unfortunately, not worked out for us. Got to be stronger in this one. Even though they are high up, I feel like this is one that we should be trying to win in. Swindon Town on paper. Well, the teams that we've played on paper have really strong teams. Hartlepool are performing well. No offence to them, on paper, I don't think they're the greatest, as we'll get that in the middle to Richardson, who can't turn. As Maguire-Drew, he's in fact gone down under a tackle. Jordan Maguire-Drew stays down on the deck. That is not a good injury to have, as Efforty comes across to make that challenge. Do not like that they've injured our winger here. He's back on his feet and jogging hastily. He's actually, in fact, going to get the ball, but we'll have to give it straight off to someone else. I need to get him off the field. Get Brendan Kiernan on as Matty Dolan, the new number 6 after Luke Waterfall's departure, with the easy read as it's on to Gleno. It overlaps Khan, who will be coming onto the right, and we'll get Kiernan onto the left to get Maguire-Drew off as McAtee. What is he doing? He's gone backwards. John McAtee, not having the brightest start to the season. Of course, scored an opening day, but in a defeat, as now Richardson has it gently jogging forward. Space in front. Here is Harry Clifton, who can't get his shot off. And a ball forward through the middle here onto the number 9, Umara. As they have a man on the outside. He's got it back into Umara. Shot comes on. Crockham with a save. I slid to try and block the angle, but still they're coming at us as they've put it across the deck. And it's wide. Still not overly happy with how easy they got that off, as Glennon gets the ball swung over to him in the middle, as Kiernan now onto Harry Clifton over the top. Richardson, if he's onside, it's a brilliant ball into him as he tried to hit it to Killip's top corner. There's a corner here for John McAtee. I don't really understand why he's the one taking them, but that's what's selected, as it's a good ball in towards Richardson. Neil Meyer completely flawed, but nothing given as they're trying to get the attack together. Tried to slide in to block the angle off. We can't concede before half-time. Harry Clifton, right side. We really do need a victory in this one to make sure that we do get ourselves going a bit in this league. That's a good pass around the corner. Backpedaling is Dolan. Trying to get a block in. It's gone through the middle. There's a striker, Umara, waiting for it. Meyer tries to get the block in again. Still passed around us. Offside. And the half-time whistle at Blundell Park marks 0-0. So yes, we've got to keep on going. Otis Khan on this right-hand side now. He's got Richardson in front of him, who's got McAtee behind him. Otis Khan making a good run around. This could be a bright start. Khan on the angle. Not the greatest. Could have done a lot better, but Kiernan wins his header. A good header. Richardson looking over the top into John McAtee, who's put the ball wide of the net. What do we have to do to get a goal? How unlucky is that, as I think this is a corner ball. Yes, it is. You can hear the Town fans getting behind us. McAtee to whip in another one. That is a very disappointing ball. To be fair, he's a striker, should be in the box, but as set-piece takers come off, as Clifton manages to win this, into Dolan, will go across the park, into Efforty. No one to really cross it into, so Mitch is going to try and keep hold of this one. Back into Harry Clifton, trying to cut a pass through the middle. That's a brilliant ball! And a brilliant save from Bryn Morris's chance. Yet another corner ball, as we are really threatening them right here. That's a good one. Just flashed across, as we'll win that back down into McAtee. Whipping a decent one in. I think it was Khan in the middle. Not great from him as a run down this wing. Umara through the middle. Dolan's come across. Crockham with a very awkward save. He should have caught that one, in my opinion. Corner ball for them. Chris Maguire is on. And he's going to get this short ball. Here he is trying to run in. Kiernan's in the way. That's a brilliant interception from the winger. Just bring that forward. We've got a man in front of us as well, in Holohan, who's of course come off the bench. That's a ball out wide into Gleno. Gleno's going to give it back in the middle to John McAtee. We've got Taylor up front. Kiernan keep that in. He does well to do so. Now into McAtee. Finds Taylor with the pass. Not great. Why can't we just get a shot off, as the header is won into McAtee now in the middle again. Harry Clifton Gives it out wide. I see Taylor behind the defender. Can he beat Rolling Mayonnaise? He does. And his name isn't Mayonnaise, but it sounds like it is. As there's not long to go. It looks like maybe a 0-0 against Hartlepool, but we've really put the pressure on them. We really deserve a goal as Taylor tries to chip it. Falls to Clifton. Forces it out wide into, I think, Khan. Now in the middle again. Can we get a pass through? No, it's a bad pass. A horrific pass, and it looks like we're going to get nothing. We aren't going to get anything. Dominated that second half more than any so far, and only 1 point to show for it this time. It's not a defeat to a high-flying Hartlepool, but it's not that win. The stats show domination as it's Crawley Town next. Need a result. Jordan Maguire-Drew, bruised elbow, out for 5 days, so it's not too long. We really do need to try and fix this free fall as Crawley Town is his best opportunity. They have picked up a win this season, but they are 21st. Gillingham bottom. We are now just off bottom, but just. We have to be better as a player chat. Dolan is saying the squad isn't reaching its demands. Thanks for letting me know, but you have just got here. Can you kind of focus on yourself? Not meaning to come across rude, but I've got enough on my hands with the squad not playing too great at the moment, as there's all the scat reports we could have done with earlier. As Crawley Town, 1 more point than us. It's away from home, which is going to make it a struggle. You can see the change right there is Kiernan in for Maguire-Drew, Khan over to the other side, and that is it. I'm trusting the boys that really got us that result to one-up it. And Crawley Town's team, Ellery Balcone, James Tillett, ex-Grimsby, Ludwig Francelite, Dion Conroy, Toby Amole, Brandon Mason. It's 5 back with Jenkins in the middle and Frankham, Fellows, Telford and Nichols. And John McAtee through the middle of the park right here. Passes this on to Harry Clifton, who's going to backheel this into John McAtee again. We started with the kickoff, so can we start off with a bright spark? Bryn Morris, Clifton. I'm going to try my luck with McAtee, but instantly blocked. Just thought I'd try straight away as Neil Mayer makes a good challenge. He's trying to follow it up, but we can't leave these gaps at the back. Mitch Efferty and Dolan a little bit stranded. It's James Tilley on the run! Off the post! Clear that please, Dolan, as he eventually takes his time to do so. And it was close to his arm as well. Handballs are turned on. It looks like they're less frequent this FIFA, which is a good thing. There's a little bit of a gap for him right there and an absolutely amazing tackle. I think it was Harry with that one. If you don't know and you haven't seen the previous episodes, Harry Clifton is always usually called Harry. So that's why I just call him Harry. Dom Telford trying to make a run through. He was top scorer last season. Dodgy tackle from Dolan. But still they come at us as Efferty is going to read that one through the middle. And he's actually going to get a good pass off into the middle. Into Dolan. Can we build up? Can we play some Pep Guardiola smooth tiki-taka football? Kiernan is on this wing, but Harry's in his way. He just jumped straight in his way. Kiernan has Gleno around him, and Gleno's found a little bit of a gap here. There's a man in the box with his arm up. It's McAtee, but it's not a great ball into him. Need to get him attacking a bit better as Gleno with this read. Straight on to Harry. Out wide to Kiernan, who's going to drop that off in the middle. McAtee. He keeps hold of this one into Bryn Morris. That is a brilliant pass. Otis Khan, you've got to get it. That was such a good pass. I can't believe we just let it go by us as that's out wide now. Uh-oh, a run on us, goal. But Efferty does well to recover with that one. Straight through the middle onto McAtee. Richardson trying to get in behind. McAtee trying to lift the ball over the top. Can Richardson put the pressure on? He does. Kiernan, come on and support him. Come on, get upfield. Need to be more free-flowing with us attacking as now it's on to Tilley out wide. Got to try and get across as we have done. But still they've got the ball. James Tilley through the gap. Onto, I think it's Nichols maybe, as that pass has gone behind everyone and half-time's going to blow any second. No added time. Ball hasn't left play. 0-0. I don't want another draw. Let's win this. As it's now forward onto, I think that is Nichols. Number 9 is Nichols, I'm pretty sure. He's a good player. As now it's out wide down this wing. It's a good run on. Now passed back. They've got options in the middle. Do get a decent little interception and a good pass forward into McAtee. Richardson in front. What a challenge. But actually not what a challenge because he's actually possibly injured McAtee. I don't think he did get injured. No, he's not. As that's a good disguised pass round to Clifton who's lost it. So we're going to change things up. Otis Khan and Richardson coming off for Peppel and Holohan. We're going to push Harry out onto the right. Try a little bit more down the middle. And I'm going to try maybe a 4-4-2. Push McAtee up front. because he's dropped back a little too much, I would say, as here he is with the ball. It's a good one into the middle. Richardson shoved off. Not really an open game, but one we definitely should be winning as Clifton gets that out wide into Kane, and he can run at the defence. He can, in fact, just pass it into Richardson, who hasn't come off yet. Now into the gap into Bryn Morris. Forces a good save from the goalkeeper. First time we've actually really tested one in this game. Still, should have done better for me as Efforty come forward. And now they've got a bit of a run on at us. Come on, Dolan, come across. It's not even Dolan. He does win the ball easily, as now we can go forward. Come on. Them subs need to go through, but they haven't, so we'll play on. Khan, you've got to get to that. He does. We need options in the middle, please. Kiernan's not there at the back post, so we're going to have to go back in the middle. Bryn Morris, McAtee, easily dispossessed. McAtee is not himself, as a ball into the middle. Uh-oh. Oh, that fell very awkwardly, but they still won the ball. That pass should have gone through to another man, but we've managed to block it off a little bit. Niall Mayer putting the pressure on through the middle. Crockham with an amazing save to keep us in the game, to be fair. Now, that is not what we need to be letting happen. That is just a terrible little chance that we've gifted them as they've ran round us right there. Ball in the middle, around the corner. They've got a man there to head it home. And Crawley are going to take all the points. It's Jennings who's just tapped it in. Not even Jennings, but Jenks. And what a big blow to this team that is. Horrific. Gleno hits the deck. Crockham no chance. This road to glory is going to start with a struggle. Of course, I believe it can get better, but it's definitely not going to start in the best vein of form. I'm pretty sure the Hartlepool one didn't last year round, and we did wonders with them, so we've just got to treat this as a learning curve, really. Get at them, get something back. Not long in the game, which of course I'm going to say again, we've dominated. We honestly have, as Peppel running round looking for McAtee over the top. We could have got that ball. Easily could have got that ball, but we're going to lose. We're definitely going to lose this game. There isn't enough time on the clock as Jenks through the middle again. Good pass on to Frankham, but the whistle goes. It's a defeat to Crawley Town. Another defeat. On the road again, looking for the win. Really not great from us, as more messages. Crockham wanting to review his contract. Maybe at some point in the future, mate. We haven't won a game. You haven't really kept any clean sheets. We are still off the bottom, Harrogate Town on goal difference. But we still haven't won a game. I'm sorry, Kieran Green. Into the reserves you go. Sorry, Ryan Taylor. For the next game, the last one against Bradford, I'm going to put 2 strikers on the bench. Kiernan, Maguire Drew straight back in. Neil Mayer is very tired. Maybe I do make this change, or actually keep Smith on the right hand side. He is right-footed, as we've got one simulation. Bradford City are a very decent side. We are going to simulate them because we played them earlier on in the Carabao Cup. All these scout reports, saving them to open on another day, as Bradford are doing very well. At Blundell Park, simulation, 4-4-2 this time. A 3-0 defeat. It's just shocking. Sutton, Dolan missed a penalty. Okay, Pereira and Walker, as my camera even runs out. As I finally managed to get it back on, but it's the league form that we need to get back on. Again, episode 3. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a road to glory. You can see we've got a big game coming up next episode. Paul Hurst, who the Grimsby manager currently is, and hopefully will stay as, his ex-team, Ipswich Town, who are the league above, and of course pushing on for that title this year, IRL. Going to be a difficult one. Away at Sutton, Crewe, Northampton meeting Ben Fox again, and Dolan's old team, Newport County. It's going to be an interesting ride. I feel like the only way is up, and I feel like we can improve. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe if you're new around here, and hit that notification bell as well. Yes, no wins, but I am still very excited over this save, and I don't know why. Well, of course I know why. It's my team, Grimsby Town, and I know we can turn it around, so stay tuned for that. There's free agents to sign. We can still do business to make this better and get out of the rut. Take care, guys. In a bit. And peace.